Here comes the bride!
Matt Kaiser was like any other 8-year-old boy. Endless energy, a love of soccer, and devotion to his teams. For Matt, that was any squad of the Michigan Wolverines. But unlike any other 8-year-old boy, Matt was suffering from a rare neurological disease, causing his immune system to attack his brain. In less than 3 months, he went from energetic to comatose, with doctors believing he could die any day. And while Matt's parents felt his life was in God's hands, they still believed there was one more thing that they could do.
We had been at the hospital for the last 2.5 months, and Matt hadn't seen sunlight or hadn't been out in the fresh air, and we just really wanted to get him out.
I thought, really, if I could take him anywhere in the world, I would like to take him to Michigan Stadium. We just really believed that he would, if he could have a last wish, this is what he would wish for.
A wish that was granted days later, on October 3rd. Thanks to Michigan's Make-A-Wish Foundation, Matt Kaiser made a special trip to Michigan Stadium.
When Matt got pushed down through the tunnel and pushed to the sideline, everybody's looking around like, what do we do now? And that's when I said, it's pretty obvious to me, we need to go to the center of the field.
We walked out to the center of the field, and then all of a sudden the music and the crowd and the roar geared up.
You probably wish that he could have gotten up out of the bed and played.
They say hearing is the last thing to go of all your senses. And we believe that even though he couldn't see, we just know that he could hear, and that he did hear it.
Then came the biggest surprise. Members of the Michigan football team, Matt's team, were on the field as well. Marcus Walton, Jamar Adams, Morgan Trent, Mike Hart, Steve Breston, and Gabe Watson all came to show their support after hearing about Matt and his family.
We talked to the family, they're all happy, they're glad we were there, and it's like we were more upset than them. I think that just showed how much it meant to them that we came personally, because us going there just brought a lot of happiness into them.
But Gabe Watson, a 6'4", 335-pound feared defensive tackle, was so touched by Matt's story, he had even more in mind.
On the way up there, I was just thinking, he wanted to be part of the Michigan family, so whatever I have in here, closest to me, whatever, I want to give to him so he can be, part of the team,
I went over to introduce myself and shake Gabe's hand. And Gabe gave me something. After he shook my hand, he gave me the championship ring to the Outback Bowl. He just whispered in my ear that he just thought that Matt should have that ring.
He said it meant more than anything in the world to him, and it reminded him of his son. He said it just reminded him so much of something that his son would do and that his son did, and he was so thankful for it.
I just remember holding on to it in my left hand and just not showing anybody the ring, and I was stunned. I didn't know what to do. I thanked him for his kindness, and I guess I've just never had anybody show me or our family that much kindness before.
And the Kaiser family wouldn't be the only ones who walked away that day with a gift.
The lesson learned is that, you can't take life for granted. That little guy was just running around having fun a few months earlier, and, then he was in that situation.
Don't ever, think you're in a bad situation. Like me, I could be I'm hurt, I'm injured this year. But it's like, so what? This kid's out here, he's about to die, he's young. And it's just live your life. And, that kid would give anything to be where I am.
Matt Kaiser would never get the chance. On October 30th, 3 weeks after meeting his Michigan heroes, Matt died. But in what his family can only describe as fate, the Michigan Wolverines will play the final game of the season, the Alamo Bowl, tonight, December 28th, Matt Kaiser's birthday.
Everything happens for a reason, and I didn't know that, at all, and that's amazing right there.
A few games this season, I put his name on my tape. For that to be on his birthday is going to be a big thing, and I'm going to try to go out there and play hard.
Do you think you'll have an extra man with you out on the field?
Yeah, I have a little short man next to me, but it'd be cool. Yeah.